as with what we've talked about so far, it is multidimensional. Several things I've found. The most practical is on the ground level, that consciousness that exists on the other dimensions as an ET is embodied in physical human bodies here now. Not everyone that I'm aware of. I don't have all the answers, so I'm really not clear on that. I know there are many who know this within themselves. They don't necessarily understand it. And again, this is part of what the book is about. And helping people to ask the right questions of themselves by comparing their experience to mine and similar things that might have happened. Okay, I don't know any other way to do it in that way. In the way of understanding that you may be an extraterrestrial in body. I appear to be. Others, there's a process I call soul gazing, which basically you sit with another and you look into their eyes and you don't blink and you just gaze and you do your best to be as quiet and silent as possible and just observe what happens. Well, in that process, that face will generally morph. And it may morph into multiple forms. This could be various past lives you've experienced with together, and it also might show up as an extraterrestrial face. Okay? And there's hundreds of races that we could be, because we are all of them here now. And that's part of what I understand. It's part of what I know to share. And as incredulous as it may sound to a right-winger, we're still swinging. And it's a process that we all can engage and learn how to question more openly and be okay with the dissenters and the non-believers and those who question us, and understand that instead of them actually rejecting us, it's the concepts they're rejecting. They don't have the belief system. They don't have the minds that can wrap around that kind of framework that is so far beyond the schooling or experience or intelligence that they may have at the time. And yet still, as I said earlier, when you're talking to those people, you're talking to that part of you that's God inside of them too. And so what I see is that people that have issues or resistance or still have some of their own ego flexing around inside of them, and they're projecting themselves at others, there's this need for vetting. And it goes beyond just pointing the fingers. It goes to allowing a discussion to take place that's not projective, that's inquisitive, that engages active listening. What I thought I heard you say was, and then you can begin to develop that understanding. And even though, maybe not the understanding, the relationship and the openness of it, to where you recognize, we're two human beings that love each other deeply, even though we may not admit it. And what can we do from the center of that place of love together to help each other? Even though we may not fully, I may be on this side of the circle and you're on the other side of the circle, but we're still in the circle.
Where can one find Zendor the Barbarian?
Visiting a theater near you. Hi, I'm Zendor, and yes, you have been expecting me. Yeah. Actually, it's on Amazon. You can find it on CreateSpace. I have a better profit on CreateSpace than I do Amazon. You can find it on the websites.
Okay.
And if you just Google Zendor the Barbarian, you'll find it.
All right. Zen Benefiel. Zendor Benefiel.
Yeah, my friends call me Zen.
I like
I'm most
Zen.
comfortable with that.
Zen, thank you for your time, for your vision, for your passion, and for the light that you bring. And let there be more.
I'm just a reflection, Adam. And thank you for being such a bright one.
Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Namaste.